What is up, guys, and welcome back to the One Night in Bangkok podcast. My name is Eric. I'm here with my favorite Bangkok podcast bunny, Ern. And did I just say bunny or bunny? Buddy. I meant to say buddy.
I heard bunny. I don't know.
Buddy. We are bringing you the best people, places, and stories from right here in Bangkok. If you're coming to this city soon, if you're coming to Thailand, hit the subscribe button. And I want to let you guys know we also have a brand new Instagram account for a new project we're starting. It's called Nightlife Thailand. Go follow our new Instagram in the description below because we're going to be maybe hosting some events or doing something interesting there. So go check that out below. We also have an email list that we're starting to get going for some news and current events and things that we're planning here in Bangkok. So go sign up for that. So as soon as we announce something, you'll be the first to know. If you want to support the channel, you can buy us a coffee down below. We always like to go out after the show and have some fun, and we really appreciate your support. Tonight, I am here with DK. So DK, you can pull the mic up a little bit. Yeah. We met the other night. Yes. We had a little dinner, and you're very interesting because you are Thai, correct? Thai nationality.
Thai national, correct.
But ethnically, where's your family originally from?
India.
Yes. And so you have a tailor shop.
Correct.
Here in Bangkok. On Soi 11 on the Ambassador Hotel. What's the name of the shop?
Broadway's exclusive.
Broadway exclusive in the Ambassador Hotel. And so we were talking last night, and if you guys don't know, I appreciate, good fitting clothing. I appreciate looking good, or at least I try to anyway. So, I often go out and get things made. And so I was talking to you, and I thought a lot of the topics I was asking you, a lot of people would also be curious about. So I asked you if you wanted to come on, and we'll talk a little bit about what it's like running a shop here, what people should know when they're getting stuff made, and maybe some of the behind the scenes stuff that people don't really know about. So, but let's talk about you for a second. So you were born in Thailand, right?
Yes.
So you are Thai.
By birth and by the birth certificate.
So
yes.
It's interesting in Thailand because as an American, you're born in America. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Yes.
You're an American. But I noticed here in Thailand, Thai people are very visual. And so when they look at you, do they think you're Thai? Do they consider you to be Thai? What has your experience been with that?
So my experience living here, so far, because I went to a Thai school growing up for the first few years, and then went to an international school, and then had a lot of mixed crowds of friends and associates. But I'd say I've never faced anything like racism, or I've been looked differently. I've been looked at pretty much just another Thai guy, because one thing, so to say, is I think because I speak Thai when I'm interacting with Thai people almost all the time, and that kind of reduces the barrier of making you look like a foreigner.
So the part about speaking Thai, I thought was interesting you mentioned, because when I was talking to Ern earlier, I asked her when she saw you, did she think you were Thai?
Yes.
And what she said was that she heard your accent, the way you speak, and she said oh, he must be Thai.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
Because if I just look at you, your outfit and everything, maybe you're not Thai, but when you're speaking, even it's in English, but I still can feel it's a Thai style. So I kind of feel maybe you're a Thai. I'm not really sure. Should I start to speak Thai with you?
Yeah.
Then, oh, you're a Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was Thai your first language?
Yes.
Okay. And do you speak, is it Hindi or is it another language?
So I speak Thai, English, Hindi, and Punjabi.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's a bunch more languages than I can speak.
A little bit of Espanol.
I can barely speak
Espanol.
English. Okay, cool. And so when did your family come to Thailand?
So my mom's side, they've been here for generations.
Yeah.
My dad, he just moved here 3 decades ago.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
Are there a lot of people of Indian descent or Pakistani descent, that region of the world, Bangladesh? Are there a lot of people and families that came here 100 years ago, 200 years ago?
Actually, the numbers are quite high for the past couple of centuries. And a lot of migration happened in 1947 when the India-Pakistan border started getting separated, because Punjab is right in the middle of that. And then a lot of people had to move out from their homes, leave everything behind, and then move out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So from then on, which 1947 onwards, the numbers grew from my understanding.
Okay. So why, some people might be wondering, Why is the tailor and suit market cornered by you guys?
By Indians.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of, tailor, and it's owned by Indian people.
Yes. I get that question like very often, even by like just people around me and by like clients as well. And my answer to that would be when like the previous generations, when they first came here, right? I think it was part of their trade. Like cloth, fabrics, materials, all that is like part of their trade. So that's how it get passed on and then get built up.
Yeah.
Like another comparison I would make, not to sound racist or anything, but like Chinese. Also, they would have their own thing going on.
What do they have?
Like everything in Chinatown in general.
Okay.
That is also like passed around from like generations. Because I was asked this question once by a client of like, why is it like in the fabric or in like the suit market in Thailand where like a lot of Indians or like Punjabi people run it? I'd say it's similar to like Chinese here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So, and was the shop you work at, was that from your family or how did that come about?
So my uncle and my dad started it together like 35 years ago. Yes. And that developed from like, just selling like trading like just the raw materials at first.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And was it always in the spot it is now or?
It has always been in that hotel in that
really?
area.
So
Yes.
your shop is interesting. So I went there for the first time the other day because a lot of the shops are on the street
Yes.
and yours is inside of a hotel. And when you told me it's in a hotel, I assumed it was the only shop in the hotel. But when I walked in, there was actually a handful of these shops.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense because, travelers coming in and out, probably especially that hotel, they want to maybe get something.
So the thing is that why there are many shops in that hotel is because a couple of decades back, people from like Scandinavian regions, they'll come by like, like their flights, like air crew, they will come and stay in that hotel. And then people will come from like 7 a.m. in the morning to like up until like midnight. Like, here's like a few things I need. Can you get them made by this date? Here's a few things for my brother. Here's a few things for my sister. We need these made. Please have it ready. So that used to be like the hub from like decades ago, and people would just still be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on my first trip to Thailand, I was in Chiang Mai and I was walking down the street near a night market.
Okay.
And I got pulled into a shop. And I was like, all right, let's see. And they, say, oh, this. Oh, it's only this price. I forgot how much it was. I think it was like 6,000 baht for a suit. Okay. And I don't know what for me, I don't know anything. That's why I'm talking to you. But I was actually really impressed with what I got. I never had something that fits so well. I could customize it however I wanted.
Yes.
And, it's still, I wore it a good amount and it's still holding up. Now it doesn't fit me because I'm a lot smaller. I used to be a lot fatter, but so one thing I wanted to ask you is there's so many shops, especially here in Bangkok, they're everywhere.
Pretty much.
How does someone know when they come to Bangkok, if they want to get something made, how do they know what shop is a good shop? What shop is a bad shop? What do they need to look for?
That's like a very like deep question. We could go on for like hours on that. But I would sort of say is, first of all, price also reflect the value of what you're getting, right? So if it's something like starting off like too low, then you might question like, are the materials good? Are the construction good? And is it gonna last? Like for you said, what you got for 6K, right?
Yeah.
You tell me.
This was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years ago. So like even pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of difference. Yeah. So at that price, I would say it's like entry grade material with like decent construction. That's like a budget price at like 6K. But now if you talking like 6K today, you're probably getting materials of like polyester.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the construction, it's like a hit or miss.
Why would people not want polyester?
Why would people not want polyester? Because it's purely synthetic. And second of all, is it doesn't last that long. Because when you're buying a suit, it's an investment into your wardrobe. That's what I would say to people. And with polyester, it's not just because it's because of the heat also. People want to wear something like comfortable, breathable, right? So with these polyester, it's heavy and it doesn't allow for like a good airflow. And wearing it in Bangkok, you are better off with something which is more light and more breathable. So why settle for polyester when you can add a few more 1,000 bahts to your budget and get something a lot better.
Hey guys, I wanted to let you know that we have started a brand new One Night in Bangkok community group hosted on the school platform. If you're coming to Bangkok soon, if you're traveling here, if you're thinking about moving here and you want to get the most out of your Bangkok experience, if you want some tips on how to get set up here, or if you just want to know the best places to go out, join the group down below. You can talk to Ern and I directly there. You can meet like-minded subscribers. And in the coming months, I'm going to be putting out a lot of guides and helpful info to help you guys get out there and have a great time in Bangkok. So join us down at the link below. It's totally free and we'll see you there. Now let's get back to the episode. Yeah, so I had that suit made. I was happy with. And then when I came to live here, I wanted to get another suit in a slightly different style.
Okay.
And I didn't know what shop to go to. And so I went to a shop near this building on Sukhumvit Road.
Yes.
And I was very unimpressed with the final product. I felt like they didn't really care. They just kind of put it together. Mm-hmm. And, you know, now my tailor is like my barber. They get to know you. They get to know what you like.
Yes.
They can help suggest things, you know, like that. And so one thing I learned after living here is if you go clothes shopping, like if you go to H&M, right? H&M has like cheap clothing, right? I can get a shirt made for about the same price as I would just get it off the shelf at H&M, except it'll fit me perfectly and I can customize it however I want.
And it'll probably last you longer too.
Yeah.
That's like a common question that I would have to people is like, why go to like Zara and H&M, these places, when if you spend like around the same price at some places or a little more, you can get something purely customized, better material, make you better looking and last you
It makes
longer.
me better looking?
Yeah.
Earn. I
need to see.
I actually saw a shirt in H&M that I really like the style, but I like things to be well fitted.
Tapered.
So I bought the shirt, I brought it to the tailor, and I said, "Can you copy this?" And he's like, "Yes." So he copied it, and then I returned the shirt to H&M.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it okay that like if you see some style of like maybe Zara, H&M, and then you just bring it to the tailor shop and then you just copy it, there's no problem or what? Like I'm just curious. Like,
there's no problem at all. Like I'll get people coming to me with like styles of like off the runways and be like, "Can you make these but like in my size?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? It's a cool piece to make." Because when you're getting things of like runway, right? That is also like SML sizes. And versus you getting something made to your size in those runway style, it's your own personal piece. Plus, you can also add some more personal touch onto the piece. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you're saving a lot of money.
What if they say, like, can you just make it exactly the same? Same color, same style? Is this what you're going to recommend them or suggest them? Like, oh, maybe make it another style or...
It depends on who's asking for it and what occasions they're going to wear it for. If they purely want it just for like fashion and aesthetic, go ahead, why not? But a common recommendation would be like, I would recommend so that it look not just good on the runway, but good on the person wearing it. Like, for example, if either of you come to me today and say like, can you copy this like from this season for me and make it into my own piece? I was like, yes, sure. And here's even like a better recommendation to make it look better on you.
You know, some people I know are wondering right now, like, why should I care about getting stuff tailor made, right? And this is it, guys, right? And Ern, tell me if I'm right. As far as, especially if you're a guy coming to Bangkok, and let's say you want to meet a nice Thai lady, the two easiest things you can do, are get a good haircut, get a good barber, shout out Leo the barber, Fiji cuts, and get a good tailor and get a few things made. Just those two things will help you so much. And I can tell you for sure that women react to the way you're dressed, especially because I feel like guys don't usually put in a lot of effort. So when there is a guy that puts in a little bit of effort, I think girls notice. What do you think, Ern?
So do you wear things that you get from tailor shop when you go on date?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you send me the picture.
You've seen me in things. You probably didn't even know they were made.
I don't know.
Like, okay, so I came to your shop recently.
Correct.
Because I'm maybe looking for a new tailor. And I got some jeans. I bought some jeans at like H&M. And now I'm obsessive about getting all my pants hemmed to the exact perfect length. And I don't mean just hemmed like for me. I get my pants hemmed based on how I'm going to wear them, like with what shoes. Yeah. So I brought 2 jeans to you. And I said, okay, these jeans I'm going to wear with these kind of shoes in this style. How are we going to hem it? And we had a little chat. Then I'm like, okay, these jeans I'm going to wear like this and, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we talked about that. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun And when you get stuff custom made and you put it on, you feel like $1 million, especially when you go out in Bangkok at
Is
night.
it like tailor shop for just only men? What about like women? Is that something that we can check? Like
That's like a big like common misconception that people have, that tailor shop is only for like men.
yeah, because I always see men. That's why.
Yeah, but I do get a lot of like clients who are like ladies and looking for like custom pieces, and even sometimes they come to me like, hey, I have to attend these events, design these pieces for me. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Now that's a differentiation factor, right? Sometimes your regular tailor will just pull something off like an old magazine and show you like,
Yeah.
hey, go with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say like that's where like we are different, and Broadway exclusive is different from other tailor shops. Like I will personally like ask you like what your tastes are and then like design your clothes out of it. Because first of all, as a lady coming to get something tailored, then of course it has to look special on you and not just look like 100,000 people wearing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be a suit. Can be dress. Can be
It can be dress, crop tops, jeans,
anything.
skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, almost anything.
You
Yeah.
said, because I'm looking to get some different kinds of things now.
Yes.
And you said at your shop you do like polo shirts.
Polos, jeans, bomber jackets, you name it.
Okay, that's cool. So one thing that I've heard, and I hope you can clear this up, is I think a lot of people when they come to Thailand and they see these tailor shops, they assume that you're cutting everything and making everything in the store. And that's not true, or it's almost never true. Is that right?
It's almost never true. It really depends on where you're going. Like we had this conversation
Yeah.
as well. There are some places that the person who is taking your order is actually cutting your clothes, but most of the time it's 90% it's not.
Yeah. So when one of these shops they bring you in, they play the salesperson role, they get you in, they do the measurements, they take the order. What happens after that? Where's the order sent?
So it depends. Like for example, in our case, we have like a back end team who's been stitching the clothes for like the past couple of decades, and it's the same team, and we use that people, so that's why the quality is consistent. But then like some other spots, they might use like, okay, this time we'll use this person, this time we'll use this person to stitch. That's why there's like a hit or miss
Yeah.
of like where you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I've heard that, a lot of these tailor shops you see, they send these orders out to like these big factory style, not. They'd say people wouldn't be thrilled to see how their clothes were made. They're rough conditions, is what I'm saying. Is that true?
That's not true. The conditions that I've like, at least for what I can say,
Yeah.
like people who stitch like the clothes for our clients, everything is like well conditioned.
Okay,
And,
that's
like,
good.
there's like everything is ethical. There's no like child labor going on or anything. Like, and the pay is like decent. That's why the price that is charged as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when it comes to the term fashion, right, there's
Yeah.
a lot of like hate thrown on because things could get like unethical, like the working hours, the pay, the working conditions. But at least for what I can say, like in our case, everything is like fully like proper.
Okay, that's good to know. So if someone comes to Bangkok
Mm-hmm.
and they're here for like, let's say 5 days or a week, is that enough time to get a suit made or some shirts made?
That's the perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the process like? They come into the shop and walk me through what the process is.
So the process is first you come in, like we have a little chat, depend on what you're looking for, give you like style recommendations, finalize on the designs, get you measured, and then after like a day or two, you come back for a fitting session. Now, what a fitting session is like we stitch like a draft of your clothes. It's in between like 0% to 50%. So this is like the 50% mark. And at this point, you can still make pretty much all the changes except for the fabric. You can change like the length, the dimensions, pretty much all of it to have it fit you better. That's why we call it fitting session. And after that, 2 more days goes by, you come back and then your clothes will be ready.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And what happens if they come to pick up the clothes and maybe it's not quite the perfect fit?
Alterations could still be done
Yeah.
at that point.
I heard you and a lot of other shops like do things remotely too. Is that true? Like they're not like maybe a customer that came into your shop once
Yes.
and then they flew back to wherever. But do they still order from you? Does that happen?
That happens very often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because once we have your sizes, your dimensions,
Yeah.
we keep the pattern locked. And so every time you like reorder from like IG DMs, emails, we just send you like the color templates and then make some chats, finalize on the details, and then get it stitched and then get it shipped out to you.
Yeah. Do you have any like crazy stories? Like you had some crazy customer come in and they wanted something ridiculous or something like that?
Something ridiculous is I think what I would get like more often than other spots, because that's how like we positions ourselves, or like I positions like the shop, because we, for example, is like we have this concept of like suits and sneakers, where we design your suits based on your sneakers, and it's like a full one of one. Like you see the design sketch, you see the fabric options, and then it's made accordingly. And you can go as wild as you want to.
Yeah. I'm not the guy for that. I'm the guy that wears black. I'll be like, give me a black shirt with the best black fabric.
Yes.
All black, please. Black. Like that's it. I'm not going to get some like
super
color
simple
pattern or something like that. Yeah. So when I was at your shop, I was asking you about the differences in some fabric and stuff, and you were showing me some samples. Can you show me some?
Okay, sure. So what should we start with?
Whatever. I don't know what he brought like this whole bag. I'm not even sure what's in there. Yeah, go ahead. Pull it out. Pull out whatever. To be honest, it looks like it's going to be filled with cash, but yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what you were touching on the other day.
Oh, okay. It's like a fabric book.
It's like a fabric book.
So you would show customers this and they can page through it and feel it and see the colors and stuff?
So pretty much at the shop, we'll have like the fabric in rolls, of course, but this is for like traveling when you're like at people's like residence or like offices, just to make it more convenient. So there's like...
Is it this one just for the suit?
It's for suits, it's for trousers, jackets, and everything. So there's something like this.
Ooh, so many colors. You should try other color, not just black.
I'm pretty much black and white and maybe dark
But you
blue.
never try. You never know.
And then there's like these.
Wow.
Okay, so these are all just different. So you can make anything out of this. Or some are for suits, some are for shirts.
Some are better. These are pretty much like for suits. Yeah, and then shirts, the different range. But at the same time, can you have shirts made out of this fabric? Yes, why not?
So if someone walks in and they really don't know what they want, I'm sure that's common. They're like, I want something, but I don't know what to do.
Yes.
Can you like kind of point them in the right direction?
That's like what we do pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying because for people that have never done this, they might be like, this sounds so foreign to me. Like, I don't know. But I swear, if you try this once, you're going to be addicted to it because you're going to be like, why would I go to the mall and buy something off the shelf that doesn't even fit me right?
Yeah.
Like, especially with pants. I was shocked when I'd buy pants from like whatever mall store and it's this size, whatever size I am, and then I'd buy another one that's supposed to be the same size. And they're not even the same. Like, it's so hard to get consistent fit from just like off the shelf stuff. So I'm totally hooked on getting the stuff custom made now. For you, if someone came to you and was like, I really want to up my fashion game, like something like smart casual, business casual, what's something that's trendy now or that you could suggest in 2025 that would really help someone out in the fashion department?
That's like a pretty like open-ended question. Yeah. But for example, the way recommendation is given is to that person, like specific to the person, depending on like their body shape, dimensions, and then because each fabric is gonna look different on that person as well. And then each shape of trousers is gonna make them look different as well. So first of all, like have to like know what they're like, at least know what type of style they're aiming for, and then go according to that. Yeah. Now to your question of like what I would recommend in 2025, I'd say like that's more like trends, but tailor-made is not following trends. It's making sure you look good no matter what condition.
Yeah, but is there a certain like cut or style of suit or like a certain style of pants or something? Maybe it's bright fabrics that you think like, oh, this is popping right now.
That would be like more like the silhouette.
Okay.
Like for example, you said you like getting like pants tailored, right?
Yeah.
Let's say ditch the belt.
Really?
Yes.
That's like sacrilegious to me. Like I would never do that.
Yeah, you would
ditch
never
the belt.
Ditch wearing a belt.
Really?
And go with like side adjusters. They're the things that go on the side of your trouser. Why? Because you have to worry less about one accessory piece. And the rule of thumb is if you're wearing like the belt, your shoes and your belt have to match in color.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you just wear black. I mean,
It's easy
everything
when
is
you
just
wear black. But then also like if you're wearing like a belt, right? It
Yeah.
creates like a separation between your upper body and your lower body.
uh-huh.
So if you want to look taller, also to like cut the separation away, ditch the belt.
Okay, interesting.
That makes your entire look more seamless.
Okay. What's it like working in Bangkok? Because the city is very crazy. And especially where your shop is
Yes.
on Soi 11, there's, people know what Soi 11 can be like. So what's it like working in Bangkok?
So there's plenty of clubs in Soi 11 in Nana, right? But this is gonna surprise a lot of people. I barely been to any of those clubs. Just because like I feel it's like there all the time, but there's no need to go because it's there all the time. I could walk in any day I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're asking this question to the wrong person. I'm like a full-on workaholic.
You're right. But what is it like, like working in that area? You must see some things when you're there every day, Ern used to work like across the street from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work in the Mexican restaurant there.
Yeah. It's a nice restaurant.
Yeah, you've been?
I know the guy.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Lenny.
Shout
Yeah.
out Lenny.
But I mean, it's definitely not, I think, a boring place to work every day. So are there any like things, have you seen the area develop or change over time, or because you've been there a while?
It has definitely changed a lot over time. Like the shops like outside, right? In Soi 11, it has developed quite a lot. Before there used to be like one big club at the back end of the Soi. Now it's
Insanity, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer there.
Yeah, I never went there, but yeah.
And now it's like a lot of like restaurants, a lot of like bars, and I would say a lot more interesting places than back in the days, especially like restaurants. So now I mean like some days I want to like have a chill dinner with like friends outside. I'll just go to either of these spots.
Which spot do you like?
Cantina is really good.
Oh, that's the Italian place.
Spot.
Yeah, down the end of the street. Yeah.
And then of course Molino.
Yeah. Okay, Molino.
Yeah, never been to Pastel.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I think I might go tomorrow night.
Never been to Pastel, never been to Sugar. That's like surprises a lot of people when I say that.
Exactly.
I have clients from abroad who's come here, and then if they'd be like, "We're going to Pastel," I'd be like, "It's 2 minutes from me. I've never been there, but I've been to your city."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do when you're not working?
Creative stuff about work, to be honest.
He said he's workaholic.
Yeah. Sometimes I hit the gym, some movies, and then chill out with friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
For someone that's visiting Bangkok that's not familiar with the city, as a local, like what would you suggest they do?
I'd say like either you're like someone who enjoys like bars or not, go to Akara Hanuman Sky Bar. I'd say like it's the best rooftop bar.
It's one of the newer ones.
Yeah. Like great crowd, good music, and then great drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like those little performances, right?
Yes.
They do like cultural performances,
Like
things
Thai cultural performance, like every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I recommend this spot because I like Tichikua in like T1 building in Thongla.
Yeah.
I feel like that's too like overhyped and you'll get just like tourists there. But then if you go to like this place, Hanuman Sky Bar, I feel like you get like a good mix of crowd.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went to Chichuka. So Chichuka is like the quintessential Bangkok
Yes.
tourist rooftop. And I didn't go for the longest time. And then one night me and Ern went, and I was surprised at how it worked because you had to wait in line for a long time. You pay before you go up. You go up an elevator, then you have to wait in another line to go up another elevator. And then it's not the same as some other places where you just kind of like walk in and you're like, okay, I'm here. It feels like you're going to an amusement park.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it's been for tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but I think before, like a year or 2 years ago, you don't have to pay for the entry fees or
Okay, I'm not sure.
I think
Yeah.
the entry fee's been there for like at least 2 years now, over 2 years.
yeah.
But for me, so you like Hanuman
Yes.
Sky Bar as a rooftop. If I had to pick a rooftop, I would say it depends what you want. If you want to do like dinner or something, I would say maybe like Octave at the Marriott. And if you want to do more of a party, I would say Ladies' Night at Pastel on Thursdays. What would you say, Ern, for a rooftop?
For me, I personally like Hanuman because I like they have like the DJ, which is more international vibes. But then at some point, okay, they have a Thai performances and everybody just like you know, especially foreigners, they are so excited with that. And I'd like to see when foreigners like appreciate and feel good, feel happy about like the Thai culture. So I like the vibe there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when people think of rooftops, they think they're all these like tourist traps, or they're always so expensive, and you know, a lot of them are. But there's also so many rooftops that a lot of people never even hear about, that more like local people go to. Maybe they're not on the 50th floor and all glitzy and everything, but they can still be like a more chill spot to hang out.
Do you know the spot called Cul-de-sac?
That's exactly the place I was imagining when I was talking about that. That's so funny you said that. That's the exact place I was thinking about.
It's the widest spot in town. Yeah. For like a chill night where you don't need like, you know, where you don't need like the cityscape, cul-de-sac is a spot.
Yeah. Cool.
And then also another thing in Bangkok is don't miss like train night market.
Yeah. So I feel like Bangkok used to have a lot more markets. I feel like they're kind of getting pushed out. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that, especially like Jot Fair in Ramanine.
Well, even before Jot Fairs, there was the other one, Rachada whatever, train market. That's the one that was famous because it had all the colorful tents.
All the colors.
And I remember when I first came here, I was like, oh, I got to go to that one. And, but that one, I think, closed down during COVID, and then it reopened to something else.
Yeah, it didn't work out after COVID. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, because they made all the tents white after COVID. The whole thing was they're all colorful and people want to, you know, take photos and stuff.
Yes.
So, but Jod Fair is open nearby, and that was the really popular one for a while. But that one either closed or moved. They just closed
Jod Fair.
Yeah, because they're building something maybe on that lot.
Not sure.
Yeah. Cool. Well, and also on Soi 11, they're doing a lot of development. Like across from where your shop is, they cleared a bunch of the land. I heard they were going to build, I think, a hotel and like a shopping center or something, but
that's been cleared for like at least 5 years now, and still nothing came up.
Well, it was clear, but then they had like these rickety restaurant, like outdoor restaurants,
like street vendors,
vendor kind of thing. But like about a year ago, I think they got rid of that too. So now it's completely empty and closed off and fenced off. So I thought they were going to start construction, but then I heard that maybe it wasn't going to proceed, or I'm not sure. So yeah, it's a big empty lot on the street now.
That project has been there for like ages.
Yeah, that's a really interesting street. I mean, it's funny how different spots in the city change over time because, for example, I think Soi 24 is coming up as one of the more like entertainment nightlife spots now.
Because they just opened that place, 24 Boulevard.
Yeah, so they've got Baccarat over there, 24 Boulevard, like the food, social hangout place. They have the new club in there called Upper House. GOT is in that area. Yeah. They have like I think it's called Fairway Golf. It's some golf simulation kind of thing. So there's the gym is over. They have like this popular gym over there, Unreal Gym. So there's a lot of things developing in that area in a very strategic way. So it's funny how different spots of the city kind of heat up and cool down. So I think even like on Soi 11, I feel like that's gone through phases.
A lot of phases.
And, you know, I don't know what people's opinion of it is now, but, you know, it's definitely changed since the time I've been here. So for both good and bad. So cool. Well, I want to thank you for coming. The name of your shop again, Broadway Exclusive?
Correct. Like in New York.
Okay. Broadway Exclusive at the Ambassador Hotel. And if anyone wants to come in and maybe get something made, get even just shirts, something basic, you can do that.
Even if you just need like a conversation of like where things could start and what, you know, just to get your foot through the door and have a better understanding, very welcome.
Cool. I'm going to put your contact info in the description below. Check out DK and the shop. If you guys have any questions about coming to Bangkok, getting stuff made here, anything you should avoid, I don't know, drop it in the comments below. Let us know what you think, and we will see you in the next one.